Real estate agents, you've probably heard about this new tool called ChatGPT, but how do you make it work for you? What are the applications in real estate, and what should you be doing right now with ChatGPT to make sure that you don't get left behind? That's exactly what I'm going to be going over in this video. I'm going to share with you the 3 ways that I am currently using ChatGPT to pump out way more content than I've ever pumped out before, get more leads, get more clients as a result, and ultimately supercharge my real estate business. So for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Danny Gould. I'm the CEO, founder of Selling Silicon Valley Group and Legendary Agents. Over the last 8 years, I've sold over $200 million worth of real estate. And right now, what I'm really focusing on is supercharging my real estate business using AI. This is a new thing that, even 6 months ago, really, we didn't even know that this existed, right? And so this has all come about very quickly. But as we know, the people who adapt early are the ones that are going to be able to take that next leap and take that next step and leave the others in the dust. So I want to help you do just that and share with you some of the things that are working for me right now using ChatGPT and using AI to get more content out there and ultimately get more leads, get more clients, acquire more customers, because that's the name of the game, right? Is using the AI to generate more business opportunities for ourselves so that we have more at-bats and so ultimately we can get more sales and get more closings. So the first way that we're using ChatGPT is to create scripts for our YouTube channel. If you are not familiar, I have another YouTube channel, Selling Silicon Valley TV. That is our primary lead generation source for our entire company of 15 agents. And last year and the year before that, it was our #1 lead source amongst any other lead source. Now, it's not the #1 lead source in terms of lead volume, meaning how many leads we acquire. It's actually, we don't get that many leads from it, but in terms of closings, in terms of volume closed, it was our #1 lead source over the last 2 years. And so how are we using this right now? Well, as you may or may not know, for YouTube, in terms of an overall content strategy for realtors, we should be thinking top, middle, and bottom of funnel. And so I'm using ChatGPT right now to create different scripts for people in different parts of the sales process. At the top of the funnel, we have lifestyle content. So living in this city, moving to that city. I've even trained that particular conversation bot, because each conversation on the left, I consider like a bot. So I've trained that specific bot to know the actress's name. So I've taught it, hey, here at Selling Silicon Valley, we've hired an actress. Her name is Allison, and she's the star of these videos. And so you'll always want to use her name, Allison Von Hausen. She is the host of our YouTube channel. And so I've taught it that. And so now every script that it spits out afterwards, they do an introduction. It's like, hey, this is Allison with the Selling Silicon Valley Group, blah, 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 blah. So I've trained it over time to know certain things about our company and our organization. I've also taught it my likes and my dislikes. So I don't like it when it's not very detailed. So it spit out some scripts before where it just was super vanilla. And I was like, that's not what we're about here at Selling Silicon Valley. This is exactly what I say. This is not what we're about here at Selling Silicon Valley. Here, we like to provide a great level of detail so that our clients know everything about these cities. So with that in mind, can you please create a more detailed script and keep that in mind in future scripts as well? And so you can have a conversation with it, and over time, it will just start to learn and learn and learn in this one conversation. So you can't go from one conversation to another. And so it's important that for each specific task, what I've learned is that it's important that for each specific task, you have a different conversation or bot on the left-hand side. So on the left-hand side, there's a specific bot for SSV TV YouTube scripts. And so I pull that one up, and so I have it write scripts, and I feed it information. I ask it to do rewrites and revisions and keep the edits that I gave it, or the feedback that I gave it, in mind for future scripts as well. The middle of funnel content are gonna be things like 3 things to know about buying a home in San Jose, California, those sorts of things. So you're looking for people that are typing into YouTube, like, I'm looking to buy a house and I'm going to be selling a house in this neighborhood. And so those are scripts that we're also generating using a different bot. And then finally, the bottom of funnel content is the content that I am still filming myself, which are market data, market snapshot videos. So these are videos that I'm shooting every single week and going over the data for all of the markets that my company services. And that's something that I'm not using ChatGPT for. We're only using ChatGPT for really the top and the middle funnel scripts. If you'd like, I've created a 1-page downloadable guide right there. Super easy to read. It's free to download. It goes over some of the prompts that I'm currently using to get ChatGPT to pump out some of these great lifestyle scripts. All right, so the second way that I'm using ChatGPT right now is to write all of my YouTube descriptions, as well as all of my Instagram and TikTok and Facebook descriptions and hashtags as well. So what I'll do is I'll feed it the title of my video. I'll say, hey, write a YouTube description for this channel. So I have a specific bot where I say YouTube descriptions for SSV TV. And so that bot writes YouTube descriptions specifically for our Selling Silicon Valley TV channel. And then there's another one that writes YouTube descriptions solely for this channel right here that you're watching, right? So Legendary Agents, one bot, and then SSV TV, another bot. And in that, I've trained it as well as like, hey, you're the chief marketing officer for Selling Silicon Valley. One of your strengths is to write a descriptive YouTube description for all of our YouTube videos. I will be giving you the title, and then it's up for you to come up with the description. Now, this is a really good way to generate a first draft, but understand that it doesn't have all the context that you do. So it's gonna come out with a description, and then it's gonna be up to you to make those edits. So it cuts down the time significantly to have to create it, but you are still the editor in that case. Also, the hashtags that it comes up with are usually pretty good, but sometimes you're gonna have to edit those as well. I've actually found that the hashtags though that it suggests are normally very, very good. And so the reason I believe that it's able to do that, and I'm not 100% sure, is because I believe the AI actually knows like, hey, these are the best hashtags, or like these are the most highly searched hashtags for this specific niche or for this specific topic. And those are the one that it suggests, because typically I find that hashtags that it suggests are actually very, very good. And same thing with Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You just say, hey, this is the title of the post, or this is what the post is about, and I'd like you to write a description, and it'll do the same thing. It'll give you hashtags, the description. You just go in there and edit it, but it cuts down the amount of time that you spend on each individual post significantly. All right, so the third way that we're using ChatGPT, and actually this is definitely the best one, and I can't even believe that I'm giving this secret away because it's so good, is I am having ChatGPT, I've trained it how to write articles like me, and I'm now having it write articles for me that I post on LinkedIn 3 times a week. And so I am now becoming an authority, a thought leader in our space using ChatGPT. Now, couple things. I give it really good prompts in this specific, so I trained it, I gave it writing samples of my own. This is my writing style. I'd like you to write it like me. And then at the same time, I feed it information. So I'm letting it know, hey, these are the things that I know about the market right now. Can you spit out 3 different articles about this subject, and this subject? And based on the information that I give it and the writing samples that I've given it, it spits out 3 articles that would look as if I had wrote it. Now, I definitely have to read through the article, make sure that everything is factual. There's been a few times where I've had to like reread the article once or twice and be like re-edit it or whatnot. But for the most part, the articles that come out are really, really good. And if you instruct it to write it in a professional tone, it'll write it in a professional tone so that it's perfect for LinkedIn. It's just the perfect audience builder if that's what you're looking to do. And I would highly encourage you that if you have not explored LinkedIn as a real estate professional, you absolutely should. It's a great way to build your network and build yourself as a thought leader in the space. And now it takes me 1 hour every Wednesday morning. That's what I do. My Wednesday morning from 5:30 in the morning to 6:30 in the morning, I'm writing these articles using ChatGPT, editing them, getting them up on LinkedIn and scheduling them. And that's how I am building my brand right now on LinkedIn. And it's taking me a fraction of the time than it would have to like actually sit down and have to like craft these articles. That would take me a full day to do 3 of those. And now it takes me an hour. All right, so that's how I'm using ChatGPT to supercharge my real estate business. I would love to know though, if you're using ChatGPT in a slightly different way than I just described, down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your ideas. This is a new technology, and so I'm learning alongside with you. So if you have a really cool idea or really cool way of using it that I didn't bring up today, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you made it this far in the video and you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up while you're at it. It costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. It helps me get in front of more real estate agents just like you. This is Danny Gould, Selling Silicon Valley. Stay legendary, everybody.